whatever.
Morning.
I said whatever. Wait, didn't I?
Wow! We look alike and we have the same name. That's two things we have in common. I always wanted a twin brother.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
Hey folks, we got a real weird deck in this one. It's Replicat-O-tron Druid. That's right, you might expect a buff class like Paladin or Priest for Replicat-O-tron, but here we're trying it out in essentially like a spell druid / quest druid shell with cards like Ironbark and a quest completed Mark of Nature in order to buff it a ton, and then copy it on things like Acorn Bearer Squirrel tokens. I have to warn you, this deck is not great. We lost a lot, but it can still pull off some pretty fantastic wins. If you're looking for a ridiculously stupid, fun way to play a card like Replicat-O-tron, this deck can have some real highlights as you're about to see. So to kick things off, let's see how this deck fares against Demon Hunter. You are evil. Oh, I hate you and you're evil. I just want you to know that. All right, we're going to just keep throwing speed bumps in here. We're probably going to commit to the Starfall anyway, so it's maybe silly to do this, but I want him occupied. I want to save as much health as I can. And these are kind of free. As long as I have the one squirrel in hand to activate on Replicat-O, I think we're happy. So much R today. Oh, dude, I hated R so much. I hated R so much. I couldn't live in R. That's why I didn't finish and get my PhD. Couldn't do it. You're a bigger man than me, braver than me, stronger than me, more competent than me. A lot of superlatives there. All right, yeah, I think this is definitely a Starfallable board. I do wish I was getting like a Satyr in there with it, you know. And I sort of hate that I'm losing quest progress, but what choice do I have? Can't leave up this much damage. You know, we're looking at 9 damage on board. That's just too much. I mean, if he does reload with Satyr, I'd rip another one. I'd be totally fine. That's great. No ramp today in this last 2 games has hurt us. It's really hurt us. Automaton, man. You might be legit, but you seem like spam, dude. Oh god, I gotta play Hearthstone now. That sucks. Nobody wants to play Hearthstone. I didn't mean that. That was uncharacteristically mean for me. Not even true. I love playing Hearthstone. Just time out. Yeah, I could, but I wanted to just delete the message. I still don't show mod tools. What in the world? Show mod icons. There we go. Oh no, here's the settings for this. Okay, hold up. I didn't even realize they were missing, man. How good of a streamer am I? Show mod icons. There we go. There it is. Now I can do it. It's so nobody did it now, so it wasn't even worth timing out. You guys are too smart. You didn't even participate. So now I've wasted all my time. Oh man. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I think we can get away with a Hidden Oasis here and try to save up some of our mana for the Replicat-O later, right? And set up for maybe a better Starfall as well. This just is so clean. It's so clean. Exact healing. It's not that much pressure on board anyway for the Starfall. Let's just play this one a little straight. And then, actually, you know, next turn's pretty good for the Replicat-O. We can go Replicat-O, Mark, Bark, Squirrel. And we'll have some ungodly huge Replicat-O-tron. And I think I can, yeah, Squirrel's 8 mana. Yeah, that's all perfect. Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, I'm a little exposed to Kayn as always, but we can kill a Kayn next turn after and go. He's holding under a lot of cards, which, you know, makes me scared of things like Altruist, always, that sort of stuff. Glaive Bound is pretty big, but I don't think I mind playing a Replicat-O into that, right? This is going to be a really, really big Replicat-O-tron. Like, really, really big. And there's going to be 2 of them. So, unless he has Kayn. I mean, if he has Kayn, we're not dead or anything. So we'd actually just, like, return lethal if he has Kayn. That would sort of be fine. Now, his challenge is if he can't kill both, he's got to, like, soften them both up. or I'm just gonna do it again, right? That's where he's got a pickle here. How does he sort that? Of course he has game. Who am I kidding? Watch him find lethal somehow. Is he just gonna? He's dead if he just leaves him alive. I mean, he's literally just dead. He knows that, right? He only has 19 health. Does he not see that he only has 19 health? I mean, maybe he thinks I don't have 1 damage, I guess, but it seems pretty unlikely, right? He's just gonna leave him alive. Okay, that's mind-boggling, but hey, whatever you want to do, man. It's all you. We'll just go nuts, right? It's all fine. 14-20 and a 10-13 attack for lethal. Let's go. Okay, okay. This feels pretty good. So we're gonna come back to this tomorrow for sure. We'll noodle on it some more. I think Overgrowth's a reasonable cut. I'm still not sold that we actually need more tokens, just because right now we're not even getting to that stage of the game where it matters, right? Like, I think we have to get to the point where we're surviving to that point and stabilizing. And in other words, if we focus too much on the payoff and the like win more nature of Replicate-O-Tron, we might be sacrificing our ability to get there at all. It is true that it's a taunt. Yeah. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. The infested dude's a good idea. What's the next win condition? The idea is building really big Replicate-O-Trons and copying them. So we have essentially Mark of Nature and Ironbark and, you know, tree enforcements, whatever buffs you want. Build these giant Replicate-O-Trons, and then we have germinations and token minions like Acorn Bear, potentially to transform them into another big taunted Replicate-O-Tron. So essentially it's like Spell Druid in a way, where you're trying to get to this in-game state and using a bunch of spells to make a big nasty board, but instead of you know, exotic mount seller payoffs, this instead would have specifically the Replicate-O-Tron payoff instead. And again, yeah, this feels a little wonky on quest. I agree with that, I think. Yisiel to stick. Yeah, getting her to stick's the problem. Yisiel just seems like such a bad card, particularly compared to Kael'thas. That's one thing I will say. Like, I think the Hearthstone team seemingly made a very deliberate effort to make legendaries all more good, I guess, or like not ever as bad is maybe the right way to phrase that. In other words, we would get some really, really bad legendaries, right? But it seems like lately we aren't getting as many like really, really bad legendaries. But UCL is maybe one reversion there. It seemed like the last few sets before this one, pretty much every legendary felt like, even if it wasn't a good card or like a meta-defining card, it was a card that was like, you could kind of toss it into a deck and you probably wouldn't be too upset about it, you know? It still had some playability. I don't know if UCL meets that qualification. I feel like she's too slow to do that, right? You can't just toss her into any deck or anything.
Legendary. Say hi to Trucker Regis for me. I miss him dearly. Will he ever visit?
Trucker Regis. I don't remember this meme. Whatever this meme is, I straight up don't remember it. Trucker Regis. What is Trucker Regis? Why was I a trucker? I don't remember this meme. I feel like this is a meme. I don't. The bear with no name. I appreciate the $10, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what this meme is. Believe me, I wish I knew. This sounds like a great meme.
I miss Hans Rubenfeld.
Now, I remember Hans Rubenfeld. I don't remember Trucker Regis. UCL would get better with Malagos or Kael'thas getting changed, maybe. That's true. There is potential for her, perhaps. Regis, you've been dead for 10 years. You died in a trucking accident. You were never a streamer. This is just my afterlife. That's why it feels like purgatory, huh? That makes a lot of sense, honestly. That explains everything. Everything. So we can't quite nourish into Starfall, sadly. Or no, wait, we can. Wait, we can. No, we go to 5. That's perfect. I was thinking about this breakpoint being at 10, but we're good. Do we want to do that? It's perhaps a better question. I think we do. 9 is pretty scary, but probably not lethal. I think we'll be okay.
Poor Trucker Regis. He lived a short life when you received the care package from Blizzard.
Oh!
He had a trucker hat and some cool shades.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yes, he lived a very short life indeed. Yeah, Trucker Regis is still here. I could pull him out if I needed to. The hat is actually right behind me on this shelf that you guys can never see. Okay, thank you again, dude, for the crazy baller bomb donation. Another $10. Jeez, I feel bad. You had to donate again to explain the joke. That's my fault. Hans Rubenfeld is dead. The subtrain is frankly dead. I gotta get that back still. But as I told you guys, it is all planned to come back. It's just been waiting on new stuff. Okay, this is always happening, right? The question is, how do we want to try to answer that, dude? We can't really right now. We don't have the requisite AoE or anything. In that case, I think we just draw off Rising Winds, right? This burns a card, I guess. If I go again, well, I mean, not yet, but next turn it would burn a card. Maybe I'm okay to go Power of the Wild then, just to make this trade a little better. A little bit of a tidier trade. I don't think I want to Ironbark yet because, well, just because. Kane really is the reason, I guess. It seems like if he's going to get through a taunt, he's going to do it all at once anyway. I'm not feeling safe at all, really. I only have the one hidden oasis, so our healing's kind of kaput here. We either have to sort of win on board or... I don't know. I'd say Warglaves is fairly slow. I don't mind that. I wonder if he face tanks 14 here. I don't think you tank 14 ever, right? When you're leaving 8 on board. I think he hits it once in trades, right? He is gonna face tank 14. Does this give me a lethal? Mark of Nature, I bet, would be lethal. Oh, he's gonna clear these too. Oh, never mind. Okay, not lethal. All right. Just fully clearing down to 6, which I can't deal 6, so that doesn't help me at all. I don't have a token, guys, but I can make this token on the left first. But if to do it, I have to buff. I have to buff one of his minions. Well, I guess I could go Rising Winds first. So Rising Winds. Well, I can't germinate in that case anyway. Well, 3 is better than 2, right? 3 is better than 2. Demon Hunters are very brave. No joke, dude. No joke. The biggest problem here is that the Replicat-O-tron's not really getting that big without Mark of Nature. Pretty mediocre in size, right? Okay, maybe we actually just do this then, right? Okay, yeah, we'll just go for the 1 right now. Hopefully these are enough, right? Kane still beats me, obviously, but you know, he's only halfway through his deck, so Kane's not like likely yet. Okay, they always have Kane. What am I kidding? Why do I think today, of all days, is the day this man doesn't have Kane? Maybe he doesn't. Okay, or he's BMing, one of the two. So it seems like he can clear one of these like this, but can he really get through both? I-beams certainly help. Man, if he can clear both of these, Demon Hunter is actually, or I guess Altruist specifically, is actually broken. He's really close, but his math's a little awkward. You can maybe put this to 2, but then he's dead. No, he's dead if he does that. He has to leave one. He can't attack or he dies because he goes to 1. He tanked like 20 damage that one turn, which I'm not saying was wrong, by the way. It was a hard play, but maybe a good one to make, that Warglave's turn. I probably gave it too much flack at the moment. That's probably right. Why not? I don't know. But the Replicat-O-tron's won again, so. Okay, so far, I kind of like this deck, guys. We don't have like ramp that we're looking for is consistently, so let's just keep the Replicat-O-tron. It's fine. It's actually pretty sick. Oh, that's cool too. That could be a good play in the mid game. Although Quest does... No, we should be done with Quest on turn 5. So assuming we still have any spells left, which we may not, honestly, because we're going to use coin. We don't have any other spells in hand right now, so it's definitely not going to be a lot of spells. Unless I hit Fungal Fortunes anyway. Oh, hey, cool. Fungal Fortunes, what do you know? Alright. How about a lease for more replicators? Man, my brain went to Legends of Runeterra when you said that for some reason. I was thinking about spiders. I was like, man, that's the wrong game. There's an Elise in Legends of Runeterra as well, of course. No, I don't think Elise is necessary because we'd have to figure out how to do Highlander stuff. You know, we'd have to cut every card in half to make that work. So, whew, this curve, man. Madman curve. Fungal Fortunes is great though. This makes the Glowfly good, right? Usually. Although we did discard a minion, so. Still pretty good, though. Next turn, I can spend 3 mana. Is there any world where I want to spend 3 mana next turn? No, I don't think so, right? I think we're just hero powering.
Welcome, boys.
We could dump like 1 squirrel, but it doesn't really do anything.
This is like so many months.
Yeah, let's just hang out. Taking a lot of damage, though, it's making me nervous. Rack Toner, 19 months is crazy, dude, honestly. That's pretty wild stuff, dude. Pretty wild, I gotta say. So Glowfly, I mean, am I ever going to be able to stabilize against Hunter here? I need him to have a bad turn, man. He's played on curve perfectly so far. Tracking's a good sign that he has a bit of a weak turn. That might be a relief. I don't think there's ever a world where we swipe instead of Glowfly, right? I think Glowfly makes him so nervous that he reacts to the Glowfly in most cases. Like, he starts trading in and stuff. Generally, you're scared of Glowfly swarms. It's not even that good, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's enough. 5's enough. But we might even get a 6th, so. That's still a pretty good minion to play, honestly. Really high pressure output there. There's a chance I'm dead next turn to Zephyrus, I think. Savage Roar. So hopefully we don't die here. Swipe's just not worth it, though. Swipe only takes 3 damage out of play. I think he's going to go face, though, isn't he? I don't know, man. If he does go face, at least we could, like, power the Wild Ironbark and play this a little more traditionally, Spell Druid. I think he might feel like he has to trade if he doesn't have lethal. Savage Roar will clearly be lethal off Zephyrus. He has 5, 9, 11 anyway. He actually, like, Kill Command is lethal, so may not even need the Zephyrus. Okay, he's hitting minions. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. I think if he knew our deck, he would be very well advised to just go face. Just say, screw these minions. But he doesn't know our deck, thankfully. Thank God. Oh, wait, is he going to trade a little and go face with the rest? Or is he watching the stream and heard me say that? One of the two. Maybe going halfsies here. I think halfsies is reasonable as well. What is that? What is the other rush minion? Faceless Corruptor, maybe? Yeah, maybe Faceless Corruptor. So I have to make a decision here about how I want to play this out. It's definitely not time for the Replicate-O, right? Because I can only get it up to 4-7, 4-6. It's not good enough. 4-6 taunts right now just aren't impactful. Swipe is like, okay. I can take most of the damage out of play with Swipe. Particularly, I guess Swipe Power the Wild is pretty good. What do I swipe in that case? The 2-2? Guess it's not really that good. Man. I think it's the best play I have, but it's just not that good. So I can hit here. I can swipe the 2-2. Yeah, that's probably correct. It's just, again, not that good. But it does take everything out of play, so that's worth something. So now that the Ironbark's cheaper, the Replicate-O-tron, I think, becomes way more interesting. King Crusher's not lethal, thank God. It's one off, but I would have to heal in that scenario, and I don't currently have a heal, so I need to hit Hidden Oasis if I want to live here, I guess. Or I'm dead. Oh, no way! No way! No way, no way, no way, no way. I cannot believe I just hit that off the top. That's unreal. That's unreal. That's honestly crazy. Okay, I think we just trade in all these, right? I could get sneaky and use the Ironbark on one and keep a minion alive here. Like, keep a 3-1 alive. But I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather just hit the Replicate-O-tron and play this one out, right? I could buff this, I think, with my spare mana and just get that extra 2-2 down. I think that's worth something, maybe. Better against Tiamat, although only marginally better against Tiamat because of the Bran on board. But it does mean the Bran couldn't hit me in the face, and I'd have a 2-2 left to help me trade back into something. So let's try this. Ooh, I mean, we're not out of the woods, though. Let's be clear. This game is far from over. No Tiamat's good news. Okay. That guy's a little annoying, though, man, for various reasons, right? Like, it threatens my Replicate-Os, it threatens my 6-8. I don't really have a good way to kill that in this deck either. I guess Starfall's okay, but not great. Can make at least 3 big taunts this turn. That doesn't feel like enough. Oh my god, Starfall. What is going on? Like, legitimately, what is going on? I think I do hit this, right, just to protect my dudes, even though none of these are very good lines here, unfortunately. We can draw first. I'm not going to attack because I think there's a pretty decent chance that's a freezing trap, and I don't want to lose my 6-8, right? So, we'll just hang tight. Oh, it's not a freezing trap, so we can attack. Okay, scratch that. That is insane. Okay. We'll go into the minion here, right? I thought he had a Faceless Corruptor. Am I crazy? What did he draw off that Rush minion earlier? Faceless Corruptor gives him clears on this. Why didn't he use the Faceless Corruptor that turn, though? Didn't he? What was that? What was the Rush minion? He got off of Diving Griffin. He drew a Rush minion off Diving Griffin that we haven't seen yet. I sure thought it was a, I sure thought it was going to be a Faceless Corruptor, but that would have been so good into that 8 health minion last turn. So I'm a little bit surprised. I don't know. Oh, God. This is why I hate Highlander Hunters sometimes. It's like, if they hit the curve, forget it. You're just out of the game, man. Just forget it. You can't win. They go insane. I have to go now, but I don't really know if I have enough in the tank here. It's big, right? It's big, for sure. All right. It's 2 8-10s. Is that enough? I don't know. He can clear one of them very easily. God, it's just the curve, man. Ugh, look at all the legendaries he's played. The early curve was nuts. Man, could be the 2-1 rush. Yeah, I don't know what else. What other rush minions are they running? Yeah, Mochnithal maybe. It's not common, but possible, I guess. Yeah. Mochnithal would have been pretty good too, though, right? No, it would have put him at 7 damage. Not that good, particularly without the synergy. But okay, is this gonna be enough? Corrosive Breath means he can fully clear both, but that's actually not the end of the world for us if it means we've stabilized a little. Then it kind of did its job, right? Nobody knows how to handle these. What's your favorite anime? I'm not a big anime guy, really. I've watched a handful here and there. I would have to probably just say, like, Dragon Ball Z or something is my go-to. Okay, gonna leave up a 6-6, it looks like. Okay, yeah, that one's out, I guess. That's the same difference. Alright, how do we handle that? We've got the Infested Goblin Taunt, which might be sufficient. I don't think I can go Glowfly, right? Glowfly's only 3 minions right now. It's just not good enough. I think I want to build a big... Oh, actually, Germination gives me a good way to build a big taunt here, honestly. Even without a Replicate-O-tron. We could go Power the Wild... Ironbark, Germination if I want to get 2 taunts instead of relying on the Infested Goblin. How big are they going to be? They're going to be 4 attack, 5 attack, which kind of sucks. Probably want to make sure I have enough survivability here at 10 health. He's running out of cards, so if we can, like, establish enough board here, we are going to maybe have some, like, counter pressure opportunities, right? Maybe. This isn't really that much counter pressure. He is running out of, like, good cards, though. It's like Zephyrus and... I don't know. I mean, Zixor, I guess, now. God, never mind. He has a lot of good cards. They never run out of good cards, do they? He changed Primordial into Primordial. Okay. That's not the end of the world. That's fine. I need to find a Nourish soon, and I guess another Replicate-O-tron. It's still got some value in it, thanks to Mark of Nature. We can still go for one more big Replicate-O. He did miss 1 8-10. No, we didn't miss any 8-10s. What do you mean? The chain doesn't persist. When you transform one, the other one doesn't go off because the end of the turn phase has already started. It doesn't chain infinitely. In other words, it only does 1 per turn, basically. So, I mean, unless you have 2. But if you start with only 1 Replicate-O and it transforms a 1-1, if you have another 1-1 next to it, it won't keep going. You actually saw that happen because it didn't transform the 6-1, right? It would have transformed the 6-1 into an 8-10. So unless you have 2, it doesn't create a chain. If you put it on the right, then it would have just transformed to 6/1. You saw the 6/1 not get transformed, right? Like, you saw that the chain ends. It's the same difference. We saw it happen live. There was still a 6/1 on board. If it chained forever, the 6/1 also would have gotten transformed, right? So it only does one side. It picks a neighbor. It doesn't do both neighbors. So there was no way to cheese it into an additional one, unless you have 2 to start with. If you have 2 to start with off of something like Germination, then you can create an additional 2. But of course, every one of those steps is a little bit more difficulty and a little harder and such. So,
Time waits for no one.
okay, let's just kill this off if we can. If it's not a snake trap's actually a little bit annoying, isn't it? I doubt snake trap leads me to die though, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to make some minions. But I'm gonna go ahead and taunt this, I guess, just in case it saves me a little bit of health. And the extra 2/2 does have some value for us. Now, we don't have like Savage Roar anymore, or even Power of the Wild anymore, to turn these into a lot of damage outs. He doesn't know that, so he might freak out and try to clear them. I don't know if I'd constitute that a freak out. That just seems like a good play. That just seems sick. But he did clear them, I guess. Okay. Nourish is basically putting me into fatigue, but it does get me the Replicate-O by next turn a vast majority of the time. I play the Hidden Oasis here. Deathwing trades down to 6 health. I could Starfall it next turn, which wouldn't give me a good Replicate-O, but it would give me the Replicate-O the turn after, like, guaranteed. That means I'm putting myself to win the game in the next couple turns because I'm gonna fatigue. Okay. If he finds an answer to this 6/6 easily, we're kind of doomed. Of course, the Replicate-O and the Mark of Nature are both still in deck. Of course. If he gets like Zixor here, I'm doomed. If he gets like any good card, really, I need it to be just a whiff. I need it to be air. Something that's just garbage. Maybe even like a weapon wouldn't be that bad now that I have health, you know? Like we could deal with a weapon, no problem.
I wonder.
As long as it's not like a really good minion, you know? Like Zephyrus, Wind Fury or something would be insane. Although actually that wouldn't be that bad. We'd take 12, but we'd clear the board and stabilize, so that wouldn't be the end of the world. But it's all going to come down to whether I can get those Replicate-Os to stick. So I need him to... Actually, I would almost be thrilled if he got Zephyrus here. I mean, I guess if he played it for Tyrion, I'd be stressed. But if he played it for Wind Fury, for some insane reason... I have literally called every single card this game. Tyrion's bad, I guess, but Wind Fury would be a welcome sight. I would love a Wind Fury. I'm sure he'll take Tyrion. Tyrion's notably more annoying. I mean, Tyrion's a little slow, to be fair. Like, it's not gonna kill us immediately or anything. So that's kind of cool. This makes me fatigue 1 turn sooner, but I get a minion out sooner as well, which I think has value. It may not help me clear the Tyrion necessarily, based on current breakpoints, but it just I can spend that mana to get a minion now, and I won't have that opportunity to later. So let's hope that does something meaningful. Ooze is pretty slow, I guess. Ooze is fine. All right, last hurrah, ladies and gents. I can't play Mark of Nature and Germination, so I think I'm better off going Mark of Nature, right? It's going to go to 7/7, so he can clear 1, but he currently can't clear the second one. I guess with his weapon, actually, he can. No, he can't. No, he can't. He can't clear both. It would still be a 7/1 with the Tyrion weapon.
Thank you for constructing.
I don't know. There is a world where I run Germination and make a bunch of these that are only 3/3s. I make 4 3/3s sometimes. And then I use next turn to go off. But I don't think I can rely on that. Because any like Zixor just wipes that out super easily and I'm dead. I think I gotta play this one more straight, right? I really wish I could kill that Tyrion. Like really, really wish I could kill that Tyrion. Gonna go ahead and play these. Well, actually, let me play one of them, just so I have the guaranteed next turn if I want it on the Replicate-O. So can he clear both? That's really what matters here. Can he clear both? That doesn't actually clear both. Oh, it does because of the weapon! Ah! God, Leok is such a jerk, dude! Oh, I think I'm dead now. I don't think I can win. Oh my God, Leok, dude. Leok! Jerk, Leok, dude.
He's off of me.
This is not enough to win ever, right? There's just no way. It's just not enough damage. I can't get there. He'll hit Zixor anyway, so I don't know why I'm worried about it. You know he'll hit Zixor off the top, so. Oh, if we could keep that Replicat-O alive, we would have got there, man. So distressing, man. So distressing. Yeah, I'm only putting 5-7 damage in play. Yeah, it's never enough. It's close. It's like, we're gonna get close, I think, but just because the 3/2 is protected for so long, but it doesn't do enough. He clears 3 of these now. I only have 4 damage left. He's at 10 health, so I'm dead after that. Oh, what a game. Oh, of course. Of course, Leok on board still, yeah. Of course. And no, it's not right to kill the Leok, I don't think. You have to go face to put Outset in there. Clearly, we're not favorites away from here. All right. Man, Highlander Hunter is so busted, dude.